Hey, do you know why the lifeguard didn't save the drowning hippie? I mean, every dude has pissed on a chick in the shower, you know what I mean? And just pretended it was the hot water. You guys ready to see the old 7-10 split? Right here. I've been thinking a lot lately about not living. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. Yes. Oh, we got rocks. Ugh. My goodness. But I'm going to pull my pants down real quick. Okay. Another day back out on the bike here. So, I'm going to insert a little video here in a sec. I actually tried to do this ride the other day, but I got absolutely dumped on with the rain. And unfortunately, the camera, it stopped capturing the footage at some point. I had rode for about an hour in the piss pouring rain, and it would have made for some decent content in all honesty. But it didn't work out, and I only got 20 minutes of that. So I'm going to actually include that here, and I'm going to pick up this ride where that one left off. So I'll see you guys in a minute, all right? Woo. All right, time to ride. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Let's go for a ride. As you can see, my bike is running because I have a new battery I put in it just this morning. So let's get on the go here. If you've watched before, you've seen me out at the spot before. We're just going to go on a little tour here and check in some of the fall colors. If it's not obvious either. Oh yeah, this is that rolly kind of gravel. I forgot about that right away. If it's not obvious either, it is windy as hell today, man. I can tell you, it is windy. I don't know if you really picked that up when I was back at the starting point, but it's pretty windy today. I just felt like it would be a nice day to go for a ride, check out the fall colors, you know, now that they're a little bit more in blossom since my last video. And you know, it's Thanksgiving weekend. It's a long weekend, gents. Let's have some fun. Oh, I should probably point out this is like Thanksgiving weekend in Canada, you know, not America, so that's why I'm having Thanksgiving, you know, middle of October or earlier part of October. Not you crazy Americans having it at the end of November. That's too many holidays in a row for y'all. Big rock there. You guys get like Thanksgiving, which like is like a legitimate holiday in America. Here it's just like a day off. It's just whatever, you know, some families get together and stuff. But I know in America it's like Thanksgiving is like the holiday of the year. It's crazy. It almost like, I would say it actually surpasses, from what I can see, it seems to surpass Christmas, which is insanity to me. But I mean, anyway, if you're curious, what do those crazy Canadians, eh? Oh, what do the crazy Canadians do? Wait, that's not a Canadian accent. That's like half Mexican or something. How do I do a Canadian accent? Wait, I guess I'm talking with one, huh? I just say A at the end. My name is Jean-Guy. I have the rubber boots. I am a French Canadian. You know, I go to the Tim Hortons. I get the coffee with the large double. Look at the tire wall there. I don't know where that came from, man. I'm still betting that Charles Leclerc can crash into that little tiny tire wall, you know. We are going for a ride today in Canada. Oh look, I've seen that ice freezer once before, but I forgot about it. Yeah. So anyway, we are going to we're going for the ride in Canada today, and we are going to see the fall colors, and I will take you on a quick little tour of Atlantic Canada. I guess that's a Canadian accent. Whenever I hear those French Canadians, that's that's what I think of. Which is crazy, because I think the majority of our military seems to be made up of French Canadians, and as someone that works with the public in the car industry, they're really not smart people, and yet we're known to have, I won't say one of the most powerful militaries on the planet, but one of the better militaries. Like, that's, I mean, we were in the trenches in Normandy, you know what I mean? We stormed the beaches, bro. We were there on Vimy Ridge, bro. We did all that. I think out of like the 10 longest sniper shots ever made. Is it raining on me right now? I can't tell if I'm getting water drops on me. I I think I am getting little itty bitty water drops on me. What the hell? I wasn't expecting any rain today. Yeah, I think I did like the top 10 sniper kills, long distance sniper kills. I want to say like a solid handful of them are the Canucks. And I guess that's the end of the accolades that I can tell you. I don't know. I thought we had a good military. But anyway, I spent some time in the cadets, and it seemed like all the people I ended up meeting at different bases all over the place, they're always French-Canadian. Hey, hello, hey, Mr. Ryan, how are you doing? Yeah, you go to march in the line. I want to see your heels together. Stand up straight, eyes forward. You know? I don't know if any raindrops have landed on the raindrops keep landing on my anyway, I don't know how many raindrops. These are raindrops. I am getting a little pissed on here. Better to get pissed on than pissed off, I guess. Wait, what? No. The saying is, it's better to get pissed off than pissed on, right? Right? Must be. Speaking of that, I actually got pissed on once in my life. I mean, every dude is pissed on a chick in the shower, you know what I mean, and just pretended it was the hot water. But I actually did get pissed on one time, man. I lost a bet, and that was the thing. This chick had to pee on me, and not on my face. Don't get weird, guys. It's already weird enough. Let's not push the envelope. Oh my god, it's like, I'm actually getting rained on now. Hope this doesn't kill my freaking camera. I was not, there's zero rain in the forecast. Zero. If it gets too bad, I obviously have to abort this this little plan of mine, this mission. But if it doesn't get bad, I don't mind getting a little tinkled on here and there. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time, baby. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. I don't feel like I'm getting wet, but it's bouncing all off my visor. And it's impairing my vision just a tiny bit. So I would take probably an educated guess that it's on the visor too, or on the camera lens. So let me get around this corner here, and I'll give you guys the old finger wipe. You know, give it the old hawk tua. Ugh.
You gotta give him that hawk tua and spit on that thing. You get me?
Right. I hope I didn't just smudge it all over the place, guys. Speaking of hawk tua, I heard that girl is waving the checkered flag. Oh my god, what's going on here? My lean is not leaning. Oh yeah. Anyway, I heard that Hawk Tua chick is going to wave the checkered flag at the USGP at Coda in like I think it's next weekend is that race. But like, that's crazy, man. What a come up this lady had. I'm kind of here for it too, you know. Like, I'm not gonna hate on it. She's a lovable character. She's funny. I wouldn't call her talented, but you know, funny. Seems like a real person. Wee! Oh, I just got a tiniest bit of air off that too. Yeah, that's crazy that I'm getting rained on now. Ugh. Thank goodness I have a change of clothes back. Why am I sucking on corners now? I don't know, Ryan. You've never been that good at it. So how do you suck at something you already sucked at? Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough, boys. Fair enough. I don't know if you can hear the raindrops. If the microphone's like picking up the raindrops, is just battering off my helmet too. Let me try to look at these clouds here. Man, when I set out today, I'm telling you, there was not like cloud cover like this. It was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a blue sky day, but it was far from like rain cloud looking things. They just looked like clouds. Oh man, at least I'm out riding though, you know. There's bigger things to worry about. This amount of rain, I'm not worried about it, man. You see what happened in Florida? That's rain, bro. That is rain, man. That Lieutenant Dan guy made it through the night and he didn't even seem to care. That dude that was on the boat, man, I don't know if you guys saw that in Tampa. Like, this dude is, I think, is homeless, living on like a sailboat that he owns apparently, and somehow, and yeah, anyway, he just stayed out in the hurricane all night long. Oh my god, yes. Did you guys... Oh, hold on a sec. I gotta see if I can find a news clip about this or something. Because there was a dude, and this is the most horrific thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, this takes the freaking cake of absolute fear to me. Look at these guys. Anyway, my story is, and it's not a story, it's not my story, it's just a story I heard. This dude, some sailor, some captain or whatever, decided to go do some early morning maintenance on his boat before the hurricane, just to like make sure that everything was secure or ready to go or whatever. I don't know what he had to do. Okay, I don't know what he was fixing, but he was fixing to get in some trouble. He ended up getting like washed away to sea basically while the hurricane was like starting to like impact Florida. He had a life jacket on and he managed to grab a cooler, like a cooler that you would put like beer and stuff in, you know, and he got washed away like something like 8 miles offshore, and he just clung onto this cooler and the life jacket, and he got trapped. He got stuck in during like the peak of the hurricane overnight, bro, overnight in the darkness out there where there's no lights and stuff. It's dark, like that is black, and this dude gets trapped out there in the water, man, during a freaking wild, one of the generational hurricanes that we ever see here. And he just clung onto a cooler overnight, and then rescue crews ended up finding him in the morning. But that is absolutely... He had a GPS beacon on too. He had that like pinned to his vest or whatever. But man, I actually cannot think of anything more horrific than that. Oh, bro. Like, oh, this is that place. I went down here one time, down that trail right there. And that was really cool. It went to like a little like dead end, but like where there's a lake. Anyway, if you like get washed overboard and you're just in the water, that's one thing, okay? Like that's already probably one of the most fearful things that most people could dream up, is being like swept out to sea, just clung onto like a life jacket or a cooler, you know? Like that's already horrific enough, especially if it's overnight. But this dude did it during like a category massive, I don't know, category 4 or 5 hurricane, man. In like 25, 30, 40 foot waves. I seriously, I don't think I could dream up a bigger fear in this world than that. That is absolutely crazy. Anyway, the dude survived. He had to go to the hospital and whatnot. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he's alive, like, and like responsive too. Anyway, earlier on I mentioned I put a brand new battery in this thing. I really hope I tightened up everything, because here I am riding in the rain, getting her wet right away. These guys in a little Hyundai Venue. It's not in Kansas anymore, Toto. I still can't believe it's raining. It's not raining like super hard. It just feels harder than it is, just mainly because of my, you know, I'm riding, I'm getting kind of pelted. But it's all good. I'm still enjoying myself. Although I will say, I don't want this footage to all get completely ruined. So I really hope I'm doing all right wiping that lens off. Oh, I see headlights up here. Someone on a Jeep. Give him the old Jeep wave, bro. I drive a Jeep too, you know. That guy doesn't know that, but bro, I drive a Jeep too. Okay, I think it was right around here that the video had died. I'm not actually completely sure, but I know I passed a lake and whatnot, and I've already done that, so I think it was around here. So let's get into it. This is a different day. So today is Wednesday. That last video was filmed on a Saturday, so that's how many days have separated. And man, I gotta tell you, it's pretty chilly out today. I wouldn't say it's cold, but it is well, I want to say, my pants are up around my ankles right now. I want to say it's between 8 and 11 degrees. I think the high of today is supposed to be 11 degrees. So, you know, not particularly warm. Anyway, I'm bundled up. I'm wearing my gear. It blocks most of the wind, in all honesty. I threw my hand guards on this morning to block some wind off my hands, and they're doing the trick. So anyway, we are back on our fall ride here in Nova Scotia. It's kind of a shame that my camera stopped capturing sometime on that last ride, because I had rode for quite a while back here and then turned around and had to go back, and like the conditions were just getting worse and worse and worse. It was actually I'm going to assume somewhat entertaining, and there was one point where I had said something so outlandish that it made me laugh enough that my entire helmet fogged up so severely right when I was like cresting over a hill like this, but I was going kind of quicker, and I was going in the opposite direction. I don't even know where it was. That's the funny thing. And anyway, I had to be on the clutch, but at the same time my hand was on like the front brake, so I was like I couldn't do anything about the fact that I literally could not see my handlebars. I was that fogged up. So I did what I would assume appeared to be the most calm and casual, relaxed stop of all time, but in my world it was the most hectic thing ever. Like, I was like completely butt puckered because I knew I was near the edge of the trail, like over in like this kind of an area, and then to my left, like right here, there was a whole bunch of loose rocks, and I was like on this little flat surface in between, you know, going down a hill in a safe line sort of thing. And anyway, yeah, I remember riding through this part. This is where I was starting to contemplate just turning around because the rain was so hardcore, man. I think it was right around here. If you'd already seen me ride through this part but just in the rain, just I apologize now, I guess, because I might be repeating a small section of the trail, but I'm not sure. I just knew it was somewhere around where I resumed the recording. Yeah, okay, well this is where I stopped and turned around, so yeah, you guys didn't see that part. Anyway, moving right along. These are some beautiful fall colors today. Like I said, it's a bit chilly, so I actually have my my Dry Star, my Alpine Star gloves, the warm ones on, and these hand guards. But we're just gonna go on a calm ride. I don't know what this trail will be like. In all honesty, I kind of mapped it out ahead of time instead of, you know, making it up as I go. But, and I mentioned this before, the top-down version of Google Earth in my area, in a lot of the region, is super out of date. Like, very out of date. So I might be, oh, that was a bit of a weird, wonky, I don't know, lump. Anyway, if I look and see a trail that looks like it's a trail and it's fully overgrown, that's unfortunate, because that's just part of life, I guess, right? Oh, look at this little bridge. Nice. Appreciate whoever comes out here and puts the work in to maintain stuff like that. Like, that bridge is clearly semi-new. Wow, that's a nice shot of that lake. Camera's probably not even picking it up, it's just picking up the trees, I bet. But that sign mean narrow or another bridge? I think it might just mean narrow. I don't see a bridge, unless there's one right around this corner. Ah, there is. There's another bridge here. Nice. Ooh, man, look at this pond. Is just chilling there, eh? Imagine coming way out here in the winter and playing like a game of pickup hockey on that little pond. Told you I'm Canadian. If anybody wasn't sure, then now you know. We want to play pickup hockey on a pond out in the middle of nowhere. See, the thing is, with the global warming and the climate change and all that, there's really not a lot of ice around here in these parts, you know what I'm saying? Have the Atlantic Ocean and Of course, that ain't gonna freeze. Yeah, I got some small lakes, but they don't stay cold enough for long enough. Anyway, I guess that's why I wanted to pick a pond out in the snow belt. I'm gonna see opening a business on that pond. First Google review. Yes, I went there and there was a bug on the plant and it was a little cold. They did not have washroom facilities for my wife. She needed to pee in the bush. Like, f off. Here, look at me. My blood is like semi-boiling right now about a hypothetical situation that not only has not existed, is not going to exist, and does not currently exist. I guess there's some sort of mental issue with that. I probably have some sort of mental illness, because straight up, that is a weird thing to be just like thinking. I'm just putting on these little characters and starting this business out that doesn't exist. Anyway, guys, this is what goes, you know, this is what really goes through my mind when I'm out riding. Like, you know those memes of like the girl just sitting there, laying there in bed, and she's like, I bet he's thinking of other girls, and then it just shows like the dude and he's just like thinking of like how to level up on his Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. Like, that's so freaking true, man. I'm out riding, I could be thinking of anything right now, anything. Like, you know, not dying, animal attacks, anything. Hopefully I'm not, you know, that's not a bad omen that I'm saying that. But instead, here I am thinking of a pond hockey game for a company that I don't want to start, but I'm talking about starting it. Anyway, that's bike life, man. Ooh, another bridge. So I've actually never been this far out on this trail, man, by the way. Oh, this is quite the hill. I know this camera doesn't do it justice, but this is a decent sized little hill here. Oh, why did I go into that gear? Oh yeah, this is a good hill. I got her. Oh, yeah. It's a shame that the cameras don't really pick up like depth as well as it probably should or could or whatever. But that was actually a big hill. It wasn't a challenging one, but yeah. Anyway, I was saying I've never. Ooh, another bridge. Look at this. I've never been out this far on this trail. That fork in the road where I said, oh, this is where I turn around, that's actually the furthest on this trail system I've ever been. So this is all uncharted territory for me right here. But I do know from the map that I had looked at beforehand that I was mentioning, I have to turn left somewhere up here. I don't know where. I don't know where yet. I'm too far out there. Hey, do you know why the lifeguard didn't save the drowning hippie? Because he's too far out, man. Ooh. I think this is actually it. I think this is where I have to go. Let's take it. I'm pretty sure this is where I gotta go. I remember seeing this little bridge too, like that little thing. I could actually zoom in, so Google Maps might not have been as out of date as I expected. Okay, it's not squishy mud. All right, now we're on the uncharted territory, and I just hope I get my flowers for the fact that I had to bail on that last video. The stupid recording failed, and to make things somewhat continuous, I wore the same freaking clothes today so that you guys wouldn't think it was 2 different days, and here I am recording with a POV. You can't even see me. Oh yeah, nothing like a cold day and splashing your leg with some water. Muddy water at that. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh boy. Ooh, I didn't know how loose that would be. Oh, this is a fun little trail though. This is like you know when the shore goes or the tide goes out at the beach just a little bit? This consistency is what that reminds me of, or that reminds me of this consistency of dirt right here. which is kind of cool, honestly. I'm all for it. Doing that sucks. Ooh, look at this long rocky hill here. I love rocky hills, so don't spill and break your collarbone. I love rocky hills, so put another dime in the KLX, baby. As you can see, I'm good at thinking on my toes when it comes to, you know, covering a song. You know what's crazy? And I'm just thinking of this right now. This is weird shit you think of when you're riding. I know the song. I love rock and roll, obviously, you know, like, but I actually have no clue who sings it. Oh, I've known the song most likely my entire life, because I'm pretty sure it's older than I am, but as I'm thinking this through here, I have no clue who sings it. Like Joan Jett or something? It might be, actually. I really truly don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably not Joan Jett. If it wasn't as chilly out as it was or is, then I would just rip through these puddles, by the way. I'm not worried about them. All right, you guys ready to see the old 710 split right here? That's a 710 split there, Fred Flintstone. Oh, I'm leaning to the side. I don't want to be. Woo! Yes. Ugh. This is freaking nice, man. Like, look at this. Ugh. You know, it's not so chilly sitting here in the sun. Stretch my hands out a bit. This is nice. So I do know that I've got to go left here, by the way. I mapped out. I memorized it enough that I know I basically have to take a bunch of lefts, and I think there's the last turn I take is a right, and that gets me back to like the fork in the road that I'd, you know, right around where I started this section of the recording. Anyway, let's you know what? Oh, my hands are a bit numb from being slightly chilly, but I'm not uncomfortable. I'm good. I'm good. Good.
It's good. It's good.
You know what? I don't know why I have quoted Bruce Almighty twice today. I don't know if my camera picked that up, but I totally gave that tree a high five. Watched Bruce Almighty in probably years. That's the funny thing. And I know that I've quoted things from that movie while riding and in videos a lot of times. And I gotta tell you, I don't really know why. I've probably seen the movie like, I don't know, 5 times in my life. It's not like I'm a huge fan or whatever. I don't know, man. Ugh. But I am admittedly, I don't need to be in that gear. This is where I gotta be. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Like Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, lightweight.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, no. On the note of 2 things, I got a lot to talk about right here, okay? 2 things. First thing, on the note of Ronnie Coleman, man, that guy was a beast at the Mr. Olympia contests for all those years. I think he won 8 of them. But a guy just won his 6th consecutive Mr. Olympia, Chris Bumstead, and although I can't, it's not like I don't want to upsell my version of knowing him, but we have worked out together, which is really crazy to say. Before he won his first one, not long, that same year, I actually worked out with that guy, man. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. It wasn't like a one-on-one workout where we just 2 guys went to the gym together and whatnot. But it was like he was there with some people, I was there with some people, and we all knew one another somehow, and he was here in school. So anyway, that's really cool to say that I worked an arm day with him once. He obviously progressed, and I did not. So there's that. And then on the other note that I wanted to say, when I was going on a minute ago about how I'm not like a huge Bruce Almighty fan, I don't know why I continuously quote it, I will admit I am a pretty big fan of old Jim Carrey movies, like Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, both of them, and The Mask. Bro, I have watched those movies so many times. Somebody stop me.
Somebody stop
Why would
me.
someone take the time to actually put that little drainage pipe in here? I mean, I appreciate it, but cool. And like Ace Ventura, man, I might quote Ace Ventura, I should say, one of the two movies, almost every single day of my life. And I don't even think of it anymore, you know? Like, I actually greet people by saying Bumblebee Tuna. I say that all the time. I should open a video up that way. Oh boy. Yeah, dry feet, happy feet. Okay, so I go left again here. These leaves are disguising what the ground looks like. Actually, these leaves are kind of they have the same pattern as salami. You know, like the cured Italian meat. Oh yes. Woo! This is freaking fall riding, man! Woo! Oh yes, this is beautiful. Yes! Oh, I got rocks. Ugh. Oh yeah, don't worry, I can feel the power underneath me and in between my legs, getting at the top of the hill, brother. Okay, we made it across Lake Ontario. Oh boy. I'm riding like a little bit of a biatch because I just don't want to get like soaked. Like I said a few times, it's kind of chilly and I'm just not interested in getting completely wrecked here, but I'm not impressed with how chilly it is. Just because like this would have been the fun amount of rain to go through. Okay, now we have Lake KAWASAKI or whatever. Yeah, buddy, lightweight. I gotta flip my visor up. I'm laughing too much, man. I guess I'm like smiling ear to ear right now. Like I don't know. You know, I was just whining about the temperature, but I think the reality is, like, I don't know if there's much out there right now that I could be doing to have more fun. I gotta take another left here, but I'm going to pull my pants down real quick. Whoa, 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 that sounded crazy. I meant this because my ankles were exposed. Although, I don't know where that trail goes. I only looked at like my trail that I planned on riding today, but I wonder where that goes. You know what? East River Road, Airport Drive. I like how these ATV trails are named, but one day I think that I should take this one. Maybe there's still time left in this season, but then again, maybe not. Some people that are going to end up watching this are going to be really upset about the thing I'm about to say. Some people are going to not care at all. And some people are going to be really interested and excited. But I've been thinking a lot lately about not living here. I want to live somewhere that I can ride all year. Like, it's crazy to think that just a little part-time hobby has taken over my life and my heart so much that I just want to be able to like live somewhere I can kind of do it all year long. I'm fine with going through a little bit of seasons, but I don't want to have, I'm in a high gear here. I hear that. Don't worry, boys. I acknowledge you, my tribal chief.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah, I've been thinking about living somewhere, like moving somewhere that you know what I'm saying. The only thing, and just better weather. Like, I mean, I love snowboarding, but I love snowboarding. I've grown out of love with it, I should say, enough that I'm willing to travel for it instead of it just being on my doorstep. if that makes sense. Like right now I have to go snowboarding, I gotta drive for about an hour and a half to a hill, or I could fly for about 3 hours and I can get to a really nice mountain like that. Like I just said, fly, which means you either have to rent your gear there, which sucks because I've been snowboarding for 30 something years, so like I have gear, like I know what I want, you know. I don't want to just pick up some random crap. Oh fuck, I lift my feet up and I just got a bit of a wet foot. Anyway, or you have to pack your stuff to travel there, and like, let's be real, airports, man, lost luggage right now, because I would have a bag for all my gear. The snowboard would have to be a separate bag, realistically. And then all of like the clothing and stuff, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to have like, I don't know, snowboard jacket, just pants, shirts, underwear, socks, whatever, you know, that kind of jazz. So you're looking at like traveling with 3 bags, and it's just painful. So I'd rather live somewhere that I could like drive. Oh boy, I'm gonna stall here. Oh no, I kept her up. Oh, that last little bit of rocks freaked me up. I won't lie, I was not expecting those. I was getting all distractified with the leaves, but I'd rather have somewhere I can go and just drive, pack up my vehicle and just drive for 4 hours and then be at like a legit hill. So that's why I've been thinking of like there's an appeal to Texas. I know that this goes against the snowboarding thing I just said, but there's an appeal to Texas. I really like the just outside Austin area, in between Austin and San Antonio, like in maybe like the Kyle or New Braunfels area. I've been very interested in, but for a guy who doesn't drink anymore, I used to, but I don't anymore, it's been a couple years, I'm oddly interested in Las Vegas. Summer all year long, like, yeah, I get that it gets a bit chilly in the evenings and whatnot, yeah, but it's generally summer all year long. There's some desert trails that you could ride on, even though I don't know if that's really my jam as much as this is. Because this trail, man, I'm telling you right now, I'm actually having so much fun right now. I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I've been like, my cheeks actually hurt from like smiling as I'm talking here. But Las Vegas, like, I like the fact that basically, okay, let me just lay out what I'm looking for, and then I'll take suggestions if otherwise, you know. I want to live in a city that has immediate access to a legitimate international airport. Like, if I want to go to like the Caribbean or Europe or Asia, I can actually like get on a plane and fly there from that city or from a very nearby area. Because where I live right now, I mean, they have like a, I have to, if I want to go to Europe, like, legitimately, 9 out of 10 times I have to fly 2 to 3 hours in the opposite direction just to get across the ocean. And I live on the ocean. Let that just sink in. We can't just go straight across. We have to go back inland to a larger airport first. But not just a little bit inland, like a lot. You know, you have to go like severely inland. So, okay, so travel, I would like there to be professional sports there. I gotta flick this visor back down. My nose is getting chilly. I would like there to be a professional sport, and preferably more than one. And baseball is not one of them. Just let's keep that in mind. I don't care about baseball enough for that to be a counter of a professional sport that I want to live near. Alright? Just not my cup of tea. I want lots of restaurants, and when I say that, I'm talking about sit down, fast food, both, you know. I want both. I want like the, and I'm not just saying I want a bunch of McDonald's, Burger Kings, and Wendy's, because I really don't. I really don't. You know, I would like Shake Shacks, In-N-Outs. I would like Johnny Rockets, White Castle, Taco Bell, Popeyes. Like, I want like Chick-fil-A. I want Cane's. Like, I want like a large variety. Man, I feel like I'm ruining I feel like the commentary is ruining how nice of a freaking ride this is, which, you know what, I apologize, but I don't really mean it, you know. Oh, Anyway, but I also want entertainment. So we're talking airport, food, sports, entertainment. And when I say entertainment, I want to be able to like know that I can go do stuff. Whether that's going to comedy shows, going to theaters, like live action theaters. I don't go to the movie theater. I'm talking live action, like circuses and theater shows, and events, like music festivals and stuff. You know, like that's the kind of stuff I want to be able to go to. And you know, there's only so many places that offer. Whoa, my goodness, this is freaking wild. Yes, man. I don't know, I think I mentioned it in that last like really long dual sport video I had, but I don't do any color correction, and I'm not going to start right now. But this is actually what I'm seeing right here. What you guys are seeing is like super true, and I wish you were here. Wish you were here, man. Every one of you, all of yous, every single fucking one. Ugh. Anyway, so I've been thinking about moving to a place that has like those sort of things, and I know that there are a number of places that hit all of those. So here's the one that I'm going to throw at you that is going to screw up a number of cities. Alright, ready? I don't really want winter. And when I say that, I'm fine with wearing a coat if it's a bit chilly out, like here and there. I'm fine with that. But what I don't really want is like snowstorms and it being freezing out to the point where it hurts to be outside. It's uncomfortable. I don't want that. I don't mind having to wear like gloves and a coat and, you know, just to get around or whatever. That's fine. But so that's why like it really limits my options. And I only speak English. I don't speak any other languages. So moving somewhere else where I can actually like enjoy my life and do what I want is I don't know, maybe I just gotta find perspective in what I have. Like a lot of people want to live in Canada for some freaking reason, even though we don't have free speech here. We're taxed all the hell. I personally live in the highest tax place in the entire like, what is it, the G20 or whatever, out of all the freaking civilized countries and the regions, I am literally taxed the highest. And I want to live somewhere where that's not quite the case, because if I took home the exact same amount of money somewhere else, or sorry, if I earned the same amount of money, I'd actually be able to, like, my quality of life would be so much different. I mean, I know this sounds silly, but I would have the ability to buy nicer clothes. I'm not saying I would, but I would have the ability to. If I wanted to go eat out, or, you know, do this or do that, travel here, travel there, buy this, upgrade that, whatever, I would be able to if I wasn't taxed as heavily as I am. Oh, that pheasant right there. Not that. One right over here somewhere. Anyway, I guess it's all about perspective. I get the opportunity to live in Canada with this kind of nature. I get the opportunity to have free, as I say, free healthcare, even though I just finished saying how taxed we are, and that's where it comes, that's what it covers, you know what I mean? I don't know, I have that weird outlook where I believe there should be both a universal healthcare, free, and private. You should have the option, because having the option of both will bring the outrageous prices down. Like I'm aware of what Americans go through with healthcare prices is just stupid. I'm aware of that. You know, I'm not ignorant to that. So if and that's because there's no competition. You have to go get that done. You know, if you have something you need done, you have to go, and they can just charge you whatever the hell they damn well please. But if there's the option of getting it done for free, I guess we go left again here, huh? Then, you know, it'll drive the private prices down, so it's more, things would be more affordable. But at the same time, you know, this world's all about who you know and who you blow. So if you can afford it, and you, oh my god, this is one hell of a hill, holy shnikes. I'm getting over this side, boys. If you can afford it, then more power to you. You know, that's just it. I don't see a problem in that. If I need some sort of surgery and I've worked my tail off my whole life to remove an appendix, or I don't know, that one I guess is kind of life or death. But if I have a cyst, let's say, yeah, no, doctor says I can live with it, but I should consider getting it taken out, sort of situation. But I've got a bunch of money because I worked my absolute tail off and tucked some cash away, or you know, maybe I got lucky, whatever the reason is, wherever money comes from, you know, then I should have that ability to go pay for it and get that cyst removed, you know, or I should be able to pay for slightly better cancer treatment or more accessible cancer treatment in the event that I you know, need to, and I've busted my rear for it. Whereas, you know, people who didn't, they can definitely get help, and they deserve to, and they should be getting help, I agree, but perhaps just not as good a help. Oh look, I'm back at that little fork in the road that I've referred to a bunch of times. Ugh. This is it right here. So anyway, that's my take on healthcare. You know, maybe I'm freaking crazy, and I know that that's a concept that you know, I can't see how you could possibly disagree with it. Man, look at these trees. But the reality is, I don't know, I guess the reality is, like, how do you make it a reality? But anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Let's get back on the road, fellas. That was a fun little loop. I'm not even going to deny that. Part of me wants to do it again. Kind of interesting to memorize my ride for the, I think, first time ever too. I was just like, left, 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 and we take the last right where I already know where I am. This is where it gets colder though. Like, I was actually, I wouldn't say warm, but I wasn't cold riding back there, and I'm not right now. But being as wide open as this is, the speeds that I can get up to here, it's a bit chillier. Actually, you know what I ought to do?
What are you doing, step bro?
I ought to pull over here soon and change my batteries. The batteries on my little camera. Yeah, I'm gonna do that at the top of this hill, actually. I'll see you guys after the battery change. Okay, well, we've just changed our battery. I was on this hill right here when I said it, and when I stopped here, I was already done changing the battery. I just turned the stupid thing on, and that's when I noticed this little trail here, right to my side. Do I want to give this a little check? Because otherwise I'm just going to be riding this thing back, and I am kind of curious to see what happens here. Let's give it a little whirl. I'm not going to go too crazy, but why not just find another little fall trail ride, you know? It looks a little more, I'm veering off into the bush. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh. I thought for sure I was going down there. Yeah, this trail doesn't look like people ride it at all. Like, I mean, not just in the past, you know, since these leaves had fallen, but just this summer. Whoa. Yes, sir. I was cruising along here, and at the last possible second, I'm like, what's that hanging? I read the word caution. Yeah. This looks like a nightmare to get through. Yeah, it's funny, I was daydreaming, and if that thing hanging had have had legitimately anything else written on it, I wouldn't have noticed what it said, but I just saw the word caution at like the last possible second, it seems. And I mean, I was kind of looking off to the sides and whatnot, but yeah, the last possible second, and I'm like, oh, it says caution, I wonder why. And then I'm like, yo. Anyway, live and learn, right? Oh, this is that thing, yeah. I remember that little dip. Yeah. I don't think this is the kind of trail I want to be on today. I just feel like, well, I found two of those little gullies. One I almost went head over heels in, and then one I managed to bump my way through. But I don't really want to, you know, overdo it, as it were. But it's cool to know there's more trails back here, and I'm definitely going to explore. There's another one of those little gullies. It's just, that one's just a little baby. Anyway, next summer, I'm going to explore the absolute snot out of these trail systems. Because these are ones I didn't really go on very much. Is that a leaf? I can't get it. Oh, I dropped. No, I didn't drop the leaf. Ah, there it is. Oh, I found a leaf. Can't wait for next year. I didn't know this whole trail system existed until the later half of the summer, which is really a shame, because I would have been, ooh, yeah, I would have been out on it a whole lot more than the normal system I go on. And that normal system, I've ridden every square inch of that, I'm pretty sure at this point. The only exploring I got left to do on there is, I don't really know, actually. I don't think there's any. I think I've went to the end. Like, they're just all dead ends, man. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, man, I can fucking feel the smile, man. Oh, I have been down that trail. I was down there one time. I can't remember what happened with it. I remember going along this lake, but like probably real far down. Ugh. I'm trying to pull my sweater down over top my love handles so that it don't get so chilly. Yeah, check this out. I found this little lake out here and this dam. Like, I guess it's like a trail that goes across this dam here. This is, oh, you know how hard it is to ride. Look where I'm going over all these rocks. Here we go, boys. Let's go. Oh. See, there's a little cabin up there. Can't shift with one hand. Man, this is a nice day out. Woo! And this is so fun, just sending it down a trail here. And I'm only going 65. I think I saw 67 there, maybe. Doesn't matter. Having the time of my life. Have had the time of my life, and I do it all again. Is that how the song goes? I'm not sure. I've heard that version before.